Hey guys, Nicole here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, welcome to a new review and unboxing video on the channel. Today I got my hands into a new 4K Criterion restoration of a new Tom Cruise film and Nicole Kidman on Eyes Wide Shut. As you can see, I own the Blu-ray edition for the longest of time, so I was very excited when Criterion finally announced that they were doing a 4K restoration. I saw this film for the first time when I was still living at Cuba, and I had great memories of this film. I love the story behind it, and I love how the actors play the characters, and I honestly cannot wait to be re-enjoying it now on the 4K glory. I love that it was Criterion, the studios that brought us the 4K restoration. I have heard great things about it, and by checking with you guys and doing the unboxing of the Criterion, I will have to decide if I want to keep my original Blu-ray as well because of the special features, or if the Criterion will be enough, because the original Blu-ray did had a lot of special features. Now Criterion usually give us a lot of special features as well, but I'm not sure if we will include all the ones that the original Blu-ray had, because the original Blu-ray was released by the studio itself. But now let's go ahead and check every single scene that we can expect from this new Criterion 4K that is also available on regular Blu-ray. So yet again, we have the beauty of the 4K Criterion cases, where they're clear cases, kind of like DVD size. I have grown to love them. So we have right here the sticker, 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo edition. The director is no longer with us, so that's why it doesn't have his signature. We have a beautiful front poster with the C from Criterion right there on top. We have Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman kind of like mask, which makes sense because of the movie. Eyes Wide Shut, and we have Cruise, Kidman on a film by Kubrick. So beautiful poster art. I loved it. Kind of like respecting the original idea of the regular Blu-ray, and as usual for Criterion, if you put it this way, this is a 1999 release for the Criterion Collection right here. So this is how the front looks like. If we check the spine, we have Eyes Wide Shut, the red Criterion. This is going to be looking great with the rest of the spines, and this spine, it's a spine number 1290. Now, if we check the back, as usual, we don't get any kind of promotional pictures, but we do get a lot of information, Criterion Collection mission, description of the film, and all these lists right here will be the special features, which is always going to be one of my favorite things about collecting physical media. So let's go ahead and check together. First of all, the Criterion Collection is dedicated to gathering the greatest films from around the world and publishing them in editions of the highest technical quality, with supplemental features that enhance the appreciation of the art of film. Visit us at criterion.com. So this is a 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo edition. The movie is from 1999, 159 minutes approximate runtime on color, with 5.1 surround and 1.85.1 aspect ratio, under exclusive license from Warner Bros. Home Entertainment from 1999. The Criterion Collection, a continuing series of important classic and contemporary films, presents Eyes Wide Shut. Stanley Kubrick's career, capping Eyes Wide Shut, unfolds in a dreamscape vision of New York City, where Dr. Bill Harford, played by Tom Cruise, and his wife, Alice, played by Nicole Kidman, confronts the unconscious desires, jealousy, and fears threatening their marriage. A Christmas-time odyssey into a surreal sexual underworld whose hidden power structures and laid frequently bare The film marks the fulfillment of the director's decade-long desire to adapt Arthur Schnitzler novella Traumnovelle, Dream Story, and the culmination of his obsessive interest in the relationship between institutional authority and the individual. Released in 1999, the film also served as a fitting coda to a century of cinema by one of its greatest visionaries, an endlessly tantalizing labyrinth whose myriad symbols, mysteries, and meanings are still being unraveled. Now, the 4K UHD plus Blu-ray special editions features. Get ready. New 4K restoration of the international version of the film, supervised and approved by Director of Photography Larry Smith, with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack. One 4K UHD disc of the film, presented in Dolby Vision HDR, and 2 Blu-rays with the film and special features. We have new interviews with Smith, set decorator and second unit director Lisa Leonet, and archivist Georgina Orgil, archival interview with Kristen Kubrick, director Stanley Kubrick's wife, Never Just a Dream, 2019, featuring interviews with producer Jan Harlan, Katerina Kubrick, Stanley Kubrick's daughter, and Anthony Fruin, Kubrick's personal assistant. Lost Kubrick, the unfinished film of Stanley Kubrick from 2007. Kubrick Remembered from 2014, featuring interviews with actors Todd Field and Lily Sobieski and filmmaker Steven Spielberg. Kubrick's 1998 acceptance speech for the Directors Guild of America D.W. Griffin Award, a press conference from 1999 featuring Harlan and actors Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, teaser, trailer, and promos, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, plus an essay by author Megan Abbott and a 1999 interview with filmmaker and actor Sidney Pollack. So the original Blu-ray by Warner has a lot of special features. I did the unboxing of this Blu-ray back in the day on the channel, so I will probably be keeping also the original Blu-ray, maybe even inside the case. I love the Warner Bros. Logo right here, and this one has the corner is kind of full. But now, for the moment of truth, let's go ahead and remove the shrink wrap to see what can we expect, and to be careful not to damage the front sticker, because I always like to cut them and keep them inside of the release. So a sticker is safe, shrink wrap has been removed, and this is how it looks now without the shrink wrap on it. Now, once we get this beauty open, Criterion did it again. So we have printed art on the disc. This will be the 4K UHD of the movie, and then this will be the Blu-ray. Here we go. Blu-ray number 1 only. I don't even remember if this one had art printed on it. Yes, the original Blu-ray also has art printed on it. So let's keep it here. Let's remove the book, and this is Blu-ray number 2 right here. Love that they have printed art. And for the background, we have a scene from the movie. It's kind of dark, but I will show it a little bit better at the end of the video. Let's keep the 4K case by itself here to the side. And guys, we have the booklet. This is how the front looks like, the back. And here we go. Table of contents, cast and credits, a sword in the bed, what Stanley wanted, an interview with Sidney Pollack, and about the master, which I always like to read. Cast and credits. Look at the beauty of that picture. I love Criterion releases. The smell of this book. A Sword in the Bed by Megan Abbott, and it has this promotional picture right here. So it's like full of the essay. It has the iconic picture right there. What Stanley wanted. So it has a few pictures to the text right there from the film. Look at the beauty of Nicole Kidman. I'm sorry, getting ahead. Okay, another shot from the film. Let's continue there. And it goes all the way to the end, acknowledge production credits. And when I always like to read, but I always like to take the time to acknowledge what took place for the transfer to be a success. So about the master. Eyes Wide Shut, it's presented in the aspect ratio of 1.85.1, supervised and approved by director of photography Larry Smith. This new 4K restoration of the international cut of the film was created from the 35mm original camera negative. A 35mm print provided by Warner Bros. Was used as a color reference. The original theatrical 5.1 surround soundtrack was remastered from the 35mm magnetic track. The feature is presented in Dolby Vision HDR, high dynamic range, on the 4K Ultra HD disc and high definition SDR, standard dynamic range, on the Blu-ray. In order to facilitate director Stanley Kubrick's shooting strategy, which required the picture's film stock to be force developed by 2 stops at the locks in London, Smith conducted extensive photographic tests at the prep stage. Chester Ayer, director of operations at the locks, noted in the October 1999 issue of American Cinematographer that Kubrick never limited himself to standard lab practices, particularly in the case of Eyes Wide Shut. Stanley had his own ideas about what each picture should look like and what he was trying to achieve with it. On Eyes Wide Shut, he told me he was going to rate the negative stock faster than the actual recommended speed, and that he wanted us to force develop if 2 stops to bring it back to the original exposure level. That created several advantages for him. He could work with less light and obtain a particular mood. Force developing in that way is very unusual, and it's normally done as a last resort if filmmakers are losing their light and are desperate to get a shot. On this picture, though, it was a deliberate strategy that was designed to get a special look. Mastering supervisors, and then we have all the names: Lee Klein, Jill Sherwood, colorist Greg Fisher, Company 3, London, Image Restoration, Resilient, New York, Audio Restoration, the Criterion Collection, and Feature Encoding, Fidelity in Motion. This authoring next spec. So, how lovely to finally get this masterpiece on 4K. I cannot wait to enjoy the 4K quality on this one. But guys, for now, I would love to know in the comments if you guys own the original Blu-ray, are you upgrading to 4K? And if you have already seen the 4K, what do you think about the transfer? But anyways, that will be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new kind of content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this family growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.